Hello Blender friends and welcome to another Super 3 Boy Blender tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to go over the explode modifier in Blender 2.46, the new version, woohoo. So before we get started, don't forget to go to forum.nistic.com if you have any questions. A lot of people private message me about Blender questions, but you're supposed to go to forum.nistic.com to ask them because I don't have enough time to answer hundreds of fan mail, questions, and all that stuff that I get and work on the tutorials at the same time. So please go to forum.nistic.com. Also, in the description, there's a link to a topic where you can vote on what kind of game you would like that's going to be in the next tutorial batch. So don't forget to vote on that and just give your input and suggestions on what you would like in the game series that I'll be doing. Also, I encourage all of you to participate in the 100 tutorials in August. Just write one or two tutorials that you make, tech tutorials, video tutorials, whatever you want to do, and post it on Nistic. There's instructions there. There's also a link in the video description on YouTube. So I encourage you all to just write a tutorial or two and just kind of help each other out. Just user-to-user tutorials instead of me making, all the tutorials. Kind of help you, everyone helping out everyone else. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we want to do, I want to get rid of our little default cube here. We don't want to use this today. Hit the spacebar, add mesh UV sphere. Default settings, fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go down to our object tab, F7, again, like I always say, go to the particle buttons, add new, and what we can do is just stick out our normal here just a bit, a little random. We'll test that. Seems reasonable enough. Got a little more. Probably at about 5,000 particles. Or amount of particles. And then we hit random. And even right there. And that should be just about good enough for now. So we have our faces randomly coming out. Okay. Good enough. So now all we have to do is we have to go back to the editing tab, F9, go over here to add modifier, click, and go and find explode. Click on that. So now, when we go here and hit Alt A, you can start to see the faces coming off here. And what it's doing, it's just kind of exploding the entire mesh here. So we want to go back to our particles and edit this a bit more. Probably give the normal a bit more force so it comes out faster than. But we don't want to give it too much because then it'll just start splitting face after face. So I think maybe 0.5 seems good enough to me. It'll just come out like that and it'll just kind of explode, and you can add like a kind of particles behind that to make it look more like fires coming out or whatever that's going out of the thing. And we just probably add a little bit more random, a little bit more life to the particles, 250 frames. You can just kind of mess with all the features that you want to just kind of get the explosion how you want it. And so the other thing I'm going to do here, is just going to go over to point, and we're going to set none, and hit render emitter, so we don't have to worry about those little dots when we're only looking really at the faces. And for this to work, you have to remember, if you're animating it, I just hit Alt A to start all the faces exploding everywhere. You have to start in the first frame. You can't start like on another frame, or else it won't work. So if I hit spacebar to just stop this, because I want to sorry, spacebar won't work. I'm using the arrow keys to toggle through these. So right now I'm on frame 93. Good enough. Look at our camera, make sure everything is good, and we just hit F12 to render. And as you can see, there's our UV sphere just completely being obliterated. So you can have fun with that. It's a great thing to add in an animation or anything where you just want to have something explode, a building, a person, whatever you want to do. And from there you can just add particles behind it to make it more look like an actual explosion. But that's how you make the meshes explode in Blender. So that's it for this tutorial. Don't forget to vote on the game genre and just give me your input on the series, how you'd like that to go, so it doesn't end up being a game about pink ponies. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new tutorials that are coming out, because we're going to have some really fun tutorials, and like I just said, we'll have that game series coming out, so you don't want to miss that. And if you have any questions, please go to forum.nistic.com. There's a link in the video description. And instead of private messaging me on Nistic or YouTube, just go there. They'll quickly answer your question. I've taken a month to get back to, and I've had like 100 messages to reply back to, and so it might take me a really long time because I get really busy sometimes. And so just head on over to forum.nistic.com. I know you guys complain about me advertising, but it's there so you can get quick help instead of waiting a month for me or a week or two for me just to reply to your messages, because I do get very busy. So anyways, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned a little bit about the explode modifier, and I hope you have fun. And please do make an animation, post it on YouTube, and share it with the rest. I'd like to see what you guys come up with. So that's it for this tutorial, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.